Hello and welcome to another first look. This time is George R.R. Martin's A Game of Thrones, the board game digital edition. And let's just start with tutorial. Defend the coast. Learn the basics while fighting off pirates marauding the north. Okay. Let's learn. Oh, Jesus Christ. Welcome to Westeros. In this mission, you will take on the role of House Stark, one of the 6 great houses, taking dominance over the lands of Westeros. Okay. So this is the board. Each game round has 3 phases. The Westeros phase, the planning phase, and the action phase. After 10 rounds, the player who controls the most castles wins. This is us. In the planning phase, players must assign orders to each area where they have a unit. Assign march orders to your units in Winterfell. Okay. This is a march order. Confirm. In the action phase, each player resolves the orders assigned. A single march order allows you to move any number of units from that area into adjacent areas. Okay. Move one of your units into White Harbor and the other to Moat Cailin to take the 2 castles. Okay. This is... Okay. We drag. So, the other one was into Moat Cailin. Okay. We drag you there, and then we press again to confirm. Confirm. Because Winterfell is your home, you maintain control even if you have no units there. Okay, as long as there's no enemies occupying it. The castle symbol refers to both castles and strongholds. If a player controls 7 castles, they win immediately without needing to wait, as it's the 7 kingdoms, right? No wait, Knights of the 7 kingdoms, but there's actually 8, right? Or was it 9? Don't remember. I watched that show, I thought it was pretty good. Okay, at the start of a round, Westeros cards are drawn that affect all players. This phase is skipped on the first round. Okay. Recruit new units. Okay. And then last day of summer and last day of summer. Okay. The mustering cards lets players add new units to castles and strongholds. Okay. We want to do that in... Okay. Select the castles in White Harbor and Moat Cailin to muster a single footman in each area. I assumed we would muster in Winterfell actually. Footmen are useful for expanding your land empire. Strongholds provide 2 points of mustering. Yeah. And then a knight takes 2 points, so we wouldn't be able to get knights in the White Harbor and Moat Cailin. And then nothing happens. The next card drawn is the last days of summer. Nothing happens. Enjoy this rare moment of rest. Sir Roderick Castle. A raven arrived with news that the Greyjoy's pirates have been attacking in the South March. Your troops to the coast. March your troops to the coast to defeat the sea scum. Alright. March. You have unlocked the Consolidate Power Order. The crown symbol represents power. Each player begins the game with 5 power. And can increase their, well, less crown. By resolving Consolidate Power Orders. Crown is used to keep control of areas your units abandon, Bid on influence tracks or fend off wildling attacks. Okay. Assign the consolidated power order to Winterfell. Okay. In turn order, players take turns resolving a march order of their choice. March one of your units from White Harbor to Moat Cailin so that it can join your other forces for an attack. Okay, so we want to drag. Then confirm the march. March all 3 units to Greywater. To Greywater Watch. Okay. So are they all... Okay, now they're all... Okay. I click on all 3 of them, okay, to activate. And when we drag them there. Confirm march. You want to spend to keep control of Moat Cailin? Okay, because I don't have anything. No units there. Okay. Combat is resolved by comparing the strength. Since I have 3 strength. Each footman adds 1 to its owner's total, while knights will add 2. May then play a house card. Play Great John Umber to increase. Okay, let's see. That would give me 5, and they use Dagmar Cleftjaw. What does this mean? Okay. What does that mean? Cost 1 enemy casualty if you win battle. You win a battle with a higher strength of 5. After battle, the losing side suffer casualties equal to the number of swords they played. Number of swords played by the winning side. Okay, we have 1 sword, but since they have that, they're not gonna lose anything. Yeah. So we win, but they're also not losing anything. Probably other than us, you know. And now they might be able to get 4 on us, would be my guess. Routed units can't march and contribute no strength in combat. If a routed unit is defeated in another combat, it is destroyed. Routed units become unrouted at the end of a round. Okay. Supply, Game of Thrones. Yeah, adjust supply track. Reconcile armies, okay. When the supply card is drawn, each player updates their supply limits. Okay. I will say, getting a feel of this board game, this is not a board game for me. I'm probably gonna end it right here. This isn't the type of board game that I would enjoy. And I'm not like super into like the Game of Thrones world. I do like, well, I liked Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, it came out pretty recently. And then I enjoyed watching Game of Thrones. I think I stopped watching because my mom and I watched it together. I think we stopped watching around season 5. I think it's when I kind of like stopped watching. Either 4 or 5, don't remember. So yeah, goodbye.